Today's gonna be a little different. Today you're gonna be going on a nature adventure. I know you guys have always asked to go on a personal nature trip with Jared. Well, now is your chance. So on that note, I'm gonna loan Jared my camera. Here you go. What? How do I work it?
Moments later.
I don't know how to start it. All right, guys, here we go. That's what Kevin does.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Jared here.
Hi, everyone.
Pete and I are exploring South Florida, and we're going to a lot of different national parks. There's 3 down here. We just made it to the first stop. It's Big Cypress National Preserve, so we're gonna go check it out.
Yay!
Check this out. Look at this. I can't really tell what this is. Canoe? Do you remember that thing at Rafika's Planet Watch where Grandmother Willow would show you the sounds of the rainforest? It's the alligator sound.
Hello, how are you?
Guys, this is an alligator nest. Check it out, little baby gator in there. And then it says alligators were hunted close to extinction, but they recovered in Florida because they're protected. All right, they can come do this one. True or false? This is an alligator. Is that an alligator?
That is false. That is a crocodile. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of the teeth.
So behind the visitor center, there's a little boardwalk. So this is the view from the boardwalk. No manatees. Womp womp. I'm sure we'll see plenty coming up. Look at this. These are little cypress trees, but it's called Big Cypress. We're at a Big Cypress trees. Here's some bigger cypresses. There we go. This is such a cool trail. Look at it. This is the end of the little boardwalk. It's a really cool place. Not much to see. No alligators yet. Guys, so we're at the second visitor center. It's called the Oasis Visitor Center in Big Cypress. And something very significant just happened for myself and Peyton too. The very first wild alligator I've ever seen. I've lived in Florida 5 years, and sadly, this is the first one. Here he is, look at him. He's just chilling. Yeah, getting some sun. Guys, so we walked 2 feet.
Oh, another one.
Alligator number 2. Alligator number 3. Number 4. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 2 more over there. 11, 12. 13, 14, here's number 15. The place is pretty busy. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but if you bring your Tesla, they've got charging stations, but it looks like you're out of luck right now because out of service. Here's one, just chilling, living his best alligator life. We made it to the Shark Valley Observation Tower. It's a 7-mile bike ride.
Are you sweaty?
Yeah. And what we didn't know is we have to have the bikes back by 5, and we got here kind of late. There was a wait for the bikes, so we pedaled as fast as we could. It only took like 45 minutes to get here, so we're gonna enjoy it, and then we have a 7-mile ride back. Look at this. All right, so we just finished at the Shark Valley Observation Tower, and it's time for the bike ride back. We have to book it because it's 4:18. I don't know if you can see that. Oof. But it's 4:18, so we got 40 minutes
Oh my gosh.
to ride.
How long did it take us to get
7
here?
miles. It took like 45 minutes. But yeah, beware. If you come, park closes at 5. It takes like 2 hours at least to do the entire trail if you like take your time. So we didn't have too much time to spend at the observation tower, sadly. They also have tram tours where you can just get on like a little bus, but those were all booked up for the day too, so definitely plan in advance if you're planning on coming down here. I didn't expect it to be this busy, but I guess it is spring break time. But anyway, let's make the ride back. Look at all the baby alligators over here. Look at them.
She's gonna attack you.
They're so cool. All right, so we made it back just in time, literally 5 o'clock on the dot. Made it back with the bikes. Guys, one more word of advice. If you're thinking of bringing your Heelys on the trail, think again. Not allowed. Right here you guys can see we start at the visitor center, and then this is the trail that we biked down. It's 7 miles long, and the observation tower is right there. Like I said, I would definitely recommend give yourself at least 3 hours. If you have a family and with kids, that might take a little bit longer, maybe like 4 hours to actually enjoy it. We did enjoy the ride, but we had to like really hustle because we had less than 2 hours to bike all the way there, see the observation tower, and bike all the way back. I'm out of breath. But we made it. Okay, so we just arrived at where we're staying for the night. It's all the way down at the very, very southern tip of Florida, called the Flamingo Campground and the Flamingo Visitor Center for the Everglades. But so they're called eco tents. Check them out. They're like right on the water, and we're gonna go check into ours right now. So look at this, they're so cool. They're right on the water, and it's like glamping, basically. So they have electricity, there's a fan, there's some lanterns inside.
Day 2.
All right guys, just to show you a little bit more about the eco tent that we stayed in. It got a little dark last night, so it was a little bit tough to see everything, but the inside of the tent, right there, and then you have little chairs, patio, awesome view of the water, and then that's over there is like the actual campground if you want to do the whole tent thing. This is a lot better. Yeah, look at it, bed and everything. Got a fan, a little light. It was awesome. I would definitely say 1,000 out of 10. Really, really cool, and definitely worth $100 a night. That's all it was. All right, so today's adventure is kayaking, except the place we wanted to go kayaking didn't have kayaks. So we are going canoeing instead. Kind of close, and we're gonna be canoeing down the 9 Mile Pond Trail. It's right here, there's a map of it.
Let's
go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right guys, we're out here in our canoe, and we're trying to find our way around. We got a little bit lost, but that's okay. We had a hard time finding these trail markers. They camouflage in very well. Hopefully now we're on the right trail. We're gonna go canoeing through the mangroves. What?
That's just a stick up there, right?
Yeah, that's a stick.
Okay.
Don't worry. I know, this is awesome. This is so cool. I'm glad we actually found the trail.
No, me too.
So it's going okay so far, just a little bit stressful. These little trail markers are really tough to find. So you have to be very, very vigilant.
Ow.
But we're kind of on a good groove. All these trees right here, they're called mangrove trees, and they're a really special type of tree. I live down here on the coast of Florida and in the Everglades too. And so all these roots right here are kind of like stilts that the tree sits on. One of very few trees that can actually like live in the water all the time. And so the tree being propped up like that helps it get oxygen to the roots. And those also serve as nice little nurseries for a lot of animals. So like fish, birds, baby alligators. They're like nice little nurseries basically for baby animals. So that's one of the reasons why these ecosystems are so important. Also, they kind of like anchor the shoreline of Florida in place. So Florida's coastline would look a lot different if it weren't for these trees. Oh, we hit one. Because we get so many hurricanes and storms down here, but these trees just kind of anchor everything in place and hold it steady. So they're pretty special and pretty important. Guys, this is literally just the most bizarre thing. It doesn't seem real. Like, it feels like we're paddling through a field. Like, it looks like a field, but it's water. It's really shallow, so it's a little tough to paddle through, but we're making it. We feel like we're in Fantasmic right now. We need the little flames on the end of the boat that never work, and we need the music. All right guys, we're almost to the end of the trail. Guys, we're back in another mangrove tunnel. Almost to the end of the trail. Look at all these bugs. It's been a tough paddle, but let's just take one more second to appreciate how cool this is. It's so awesome. And we're gonna hit a tree. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You still alive back there?
I'm so happy you're still alive.
So guys, we've made it. We finished the trail. There's the car. Look at it. That was rough. That was tiring. And it was really shallow, so it was really tough to paddle. When it hits summertime, apparently the bugs are so horrible that you just can't even walk anywhere down here. We definitely picked a good time to come. This has been an awesome experience. What out of 10?
This experience probably an 8 out of 10.
I was a little scared that we weren't gonna make it out of 10. So guys, we just returned our life jackets over here, and the paddles and stuff. These are actually at the trailhead. So you pay down here at the little shack, and you drive up to the trailhead at 9 Mile, and they give you a combination. They're like little light locks, and you unlock it, you just launch it yourself, and then you bring the life jackets and stuff back here. We saw a lot of cool stuff. We saw 2 alligators. One of my goals for the trip though was to see a crocodile, and we were just talking to Kayla over here and said, she was like, "Do you see any crocodiles?" We were like, "No." And she's like, "Well, you know what? There's one like right over there, so go check it out." So guys, look. He is so cool.
Big.
Wow.
Definitely more terrifying than an alligator.
Yeah, it's so big. So guys, American crocodiles are on the endangered species list. They're listed as vulnerable. So there's not too many of them down here, so seeing one is pretty special. Guys, there's another crocodile right there. And did you know the Everglades is the only place in the entire world where you can find crocodiles and alligators living in the same spot? There's also some manatees. This guy has barnacles all over his back. Guys, apparently this is going to be the visitor center here at Flamingo. Coming soon. It says 2021. I don't know about that by the looks of things. But honestly, it'll probably still be finished before Tron is. But until then, they have a nice trailer over here, so we're gonna go check that out. Because if you go to a lot of national parks, you can get this national parks passport, and at every visitor center that you go to, there's a little stamp that you can put inside of your book. So these are all the ones that we've been to so far on the trip. So I'm gonna get the one here at Flamingo. It's kind of there. But guys, there wasn't very much to the visitor center, honestly. I guess because social distancing and everything, and it's such a small space, they don't even let you go inside. There's just a ranger with a little table out there, and he answers any questions that you have and stuff. Actually, down here, like the Flamingo area of the Everglades, there's not too awfully much to do unless you go like kayaking or canoeing or boating or fishing or something like that. So if you were just making like a day trip to the Everglades and aren't gonna stay here overnight, I don't know if I would recommend coming like all the way down here. It's a really awesome experience, but also just make sure that you're prepared. Know where that you're going, know what you're gonna do, roughly how long it should take you, get a really good map of the trail that you're going on. That trail is a little bit rough to navigate. And then of course, plenty of bug spray, plenty of water. Sunscreen, and plenty of food. If you guys do want to stay down here, like I said, eco tents, definitely the way to go. I will say the shower situation was a little rough. They do have showers, but there's no hot water at all. So it's a very chilly, cold, invigorating shower experience. And it got really chilly last night too.
So
it got down
cold.
to like the 50s, like 55. So luckily we bought a couple extra blankets, but if we hadn't, we would have been
frozen.
Freezing. So guys, this is the road that takes you down here. It's literally just so long and flat that it just disappears. Off of the sides of the roads as you're coming down, there's all these little trails that you can stop off and go hiking or canoeing or kayaking or whatever. We're not gonna do any of that because we are exhausted after the 3-hour canoeing that we did, but you definitely are in the middle of nowhere down here. The other thing I forgot to mention too is there's no like cell service or anything down here unless you have AT&T. AT&T is the only cell service that you can get.
AT&T?
Yeah, I know. It's the only place in the world where you can get AT&T cell service. Right? I have Verizon, and we had no service the entire time for literally like an entire day, basically. So GPS on your phone or anything doesn't really work. So like I said, be prepared. Yeah, be prepared if you come down here. So guys, we just stopped at another visitor center, and they have a big map of basically everywhere that we've been. So on this trip we started all the way up here, kind of a little further north than here actually, but then we were driving through Big Cypress and we like stopped right here on one of those little trails, and that's where we did that little boardwalk trail in Big Cypress. We drove all the way over here to Shark Valley, so that's the observation tower that we went to yesterday where we rode the bikes, and then we drove all the way down here, and this is where we stayed last night. So that's where the eco tents were. And then 9 Mile Pond, that's where we canoed. Look, that's literally us right there. And now we were just driving back up this road. And then tomorrow we're gonna be going over to Biscayne. And another visitor center means another stamp in the passport. This one is a panther paw. Yeah, got a little ecosystem right here. Kind of reminds me of living with the land, like the rainforest. And there's some bird sounds. The alligator makes noises every now and then. And then over here, something pretty cool. There are no other Everglades in the world, which is true. That's how special and important this place is.
Day 3.
All right, guys, so our next adventure, and sadly our last adventure of the trip, takes us to Biscayne National Park. So we've been all the way from the west coast of Florida to the east coast of Florida. This is where we are right now, and we're gonna go on snorkeling tours. So check in for our tours over this way. We're gonna that is the national park. 95% of this park is underwater, so the best way to see it is to do one of these tours. Back from the snorkeling trip, I'm exhausted. It was like $100 or so, which isn't bad at all. So it was a lot of fun, and like I said, I'd highly recommend it. It's one of the only ways, honestly, to see the park. They have some keys too where you can take a boat out there. There's lighthouses out there too that you can see. I think those tours they only do on the weekend, so that's why we didn't do those. But I'm really glad we did the snorkeling because it was a lot of fun. We also turned in our junior ranger books to earn our badges. Here it is. Check it out, check it out. And since we got all 3, Big Cypress, Everglades, and Biscayne, we get the completer patch. So guys, Peyton and I made it back. It was such a blast. It was such an awesome experience. I'm really glad that I got to take you guys along with me. Also, thank you to all the park rangers that just gave us so much advice and were so patient with us, asking so many questions and things like that. If y'all have like a national park or a state park near you, please go check it out. It's got something cool to offer, I promise. Our national parks are our national treasures. Go see what they have. We also earned our couple more junior ranger badges while we were there. So that's something fun that you guys can do at, 99% of the national parks across the country have them. Go chat with one of the rangers, say that you want to start the junior ranger program, and it's a great way to collect all the different places that you've been to. I haven't been at it for too long, but I've been able to collect quite a few, so a lot of fun. So guys, seriously, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you later.
On that note, guys, I love you all. Please stay safe. Don't get lost in the, not mandrakes, mangroves.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get lost in the mangroves, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.
Hi everyone. Jared here.
Hi everyone. Wait, I'm
Peyton
not in it.